Today on CJ Pony Parts, we're going to clean up the engine bay on this 2013 Focus ST. The factory sound Symposer on the Focus ST is pretty unsightly and it's just time for it to go. So today we're going to be installing the Steeda Sound Symposer Delete Kit on this 2013 Focus ST. This Sound Symposer Delete Kit is designed to fit your 2013 to 18 Focus ST. It's made of high-quality CNC machine build aluminum, and it eliminates the factory sound Symposer for a cleaner look in the engine compartment and reduced interior noise. It features a port that can be used for a boost gauge or a boost switch, and it comes with everything you need for installation, so let's get to it. Tools you'll need for this installation: 1/4-inch ratchet, 8mm socket, T25 Torx bit, 3/16 hex key, and an 8mm wrench. Okay, this install is pretty straightforward and easy. The first thing we're going to do is pull off the engine cover. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is pop off the sound Symposer hose. Just pull it right off. Then there's 3 bolts securing this to the intake manifold. One here, and then one back here. We're going to use a small 8mm wrench to get to the first 2. Onto the second one. And now the 3rd bolt. And then it should come right off. We're ready to install our block-off plate. This kit does come with a plug and a barb fitting if you want to use a gauge or a switch, but we're just going to use this plug with a little bit of thread sealant. It's now ready to go on the car. Install the block-off plate onto the intake manifold with the factory hardware. Make sure the O-ring is going against the intake manifold. You will only need 2 of the factory screws. Get these tight, but don't over crank them. You do not want to crack the intake manifold. Next thing we're going to do is remove the hose that connects to the firewall. Pull it off, and then pull it off the valve near the battery. Then we're going to fill the hole on the firewall with the provided plug. Make sure you line up the 2 notches and push it into the hole. Remove the T25 Torx screw that secures the Symposer valve to the battery box. Once the screw's out, pull out the valve. It's a little tight to get to without removing this intake tube, but you will need to disconnect the connector on the valve. And then it should pull right out. The last thing you need to do is use the provided zip tie to make sure that you can make the harness for the Symposer valve clear the shifter linkage. Once you get your zip tie in place, your installation is finished. Okay, we got our Steeda Sound Symposer Delete installed. It definitely cleaned up this engine bay a lot. It looks a lot less cluttered. Installation was super easy and straightforward. It's probably only going to take you about 30 to 45 minutes, and before you know it, you'll be heading down the road.